the basics of cleaning a handgun and how to properly do it, because as we all know, if you're gonna carry it, you gotta have a clean gun. So first thing first, we wanna make sure that we drop our magazine. As you see here on the video, it's empty. You wanna take and make sure that your gun is always empty prior to cleaning it, because safety is always number one. So we're gonna take the magazine, just put it to the side here.
Slow down.
Also, we're gonna make sure that the firearm is empty. Kind of hard to see here, but stick my finger down in the chamber. There's no bullet in the chamber, okay? So we're empty here. Now, as I said before, we're gonna be cleaning a Smith & Wesson 9mm, and this is a shield. And so what I'm gonna do first, I already have the slide lock back. There is a lever on the side of the Smith & Wesson that you're gonna pull down. And once you pull it down, as you see here, kind of turn the gun upside down, but for the sake of you seeing it, that lever is pushed in the upward position, but if it was flipped the other way, it would be pushed down. So you're gonna take and you're gonna pull your slide forward to release the lock. You're gonna pull the trigger and the slide comes off. Wow, just like magic, right? And so now your gun is literally taken apart. So we're gonna put the bottom portion of the gun down. The frame is what it's actually called. And then here you can see on the video, you see that the barrel is still attached with the spring. So you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna push out the spring portion for the barrel to come out, up. And you see it just kind of jumped out, right? And so here you're gonna take your barrel out. And so there it is. Very small. Only time you're gonna look at your barrel is when it's out of your gun. Never will you look in the barrel when it's attached to the gun. But as we can see here, there's rivets inside, like circular motion, where the bullet goes through. And so we're gonna also look at the top of the slide. It's pretty dirty here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the process of cleaning it, but I'm going to put on gloves first, because ladies, we wanna keep our nails pretty, right? So I'm gonna put my gloves on first. Because as you shoot your firearm, you're gonna see it becomes very dirty. It will actually be black inside from all the gunpowder when we're shooting it. So we have a few things here on the table. All these things you can get from your local gun store, or you can order online. You're gonna have some gun oil here, as we see. You also want to have some cleaner, some bore cleaner. And then I have some little patches here. Now some people do just kind of utilize cloth, whatever you want to use, that's easy. But I do have some gun patches here. I have a long Q-tip because I want to get all the way in. And this is going to be a very basic cleaning. This isn't going to be taking your gun all the way apart and making sure you go through everything with a fine tooth comb, okay? So if I got any military guys looking at this video, this is not going to be you stripping your gun down like you would do in the military. Now this little cup here is really, really easy to come by. I got it because when you're putting your bore cleaner, when you're cleaning your gun, you don't want to take your patches and stick it down in the bore cleaner itself, because you're going to be putting dirt back in it. So you want to take and you want to pour just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. I'm going to pour a little bit in your cup. And it's very, very strong here. And as you see on the table, I have my firearm on a mat. Let me help you guys out. If you're going to do this on your wife's kitchen table, she's probably going to be really hot, because on the back of this mat, you see how it has that texture and it kind of looks a little bit sticky here, and it has a very strong smell there too. So if you're cleaning it, you want to have some sort of mat that you're putting it down on to protect your gun, as well as making sure you're protecting your table. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my little patch in here just like that. And I'm going to take my firearm. I'm teaching myself that most of the memory you have, right, you're still going to have your finger on the frame as if it was loaded and put together. And so I'm just gonna take here and I'm just gonna wipe it down. Every part of the gun, I'm gonna wipe it down. And I'm gonna clean it real good. And I'm gonna go in and out and make sure that I'm cleaning every bit of the gun so that I'm getting all the parts. And as you see here, the patch will have some black on it. So you wanna make sure you get in there real good and you clean it. And once you have cleaned it, you want to do this very same thing with your slide. Okay. Really, really easy process. And it's even easier once you get used to cleaning it. But for all of you gun shooters out there that don't like to clean your gun or don't know how, definitely look us up because we do offer that service as well. So you're gonna get in there real good and you're gonna clean all of the slide. And pretty much all I'm doing is just going throughout the slide and on top of the frame that I've done prior to. And you're gonna make sure you get in there real good. And as you see, get all of it cleaned out. Now we've cleaned all that. You can also use a snake to run through your bore. I don't have one here on the table tonight, but it is another option that you can utilize to clean. And run it through your barrel so everything is clean inside and out. Same thing with your pin here. You don't want to do a lot of cleaning with that. You want to be very, very careful with it. But that's really basic, okay? This gun was not that dirty, so it's not going to take a lot of cleaning tonight. So I'm pretty much just putting the barrel back in, putting the pin back on the top as well. Now let's go back to the frame. So if you see inside of your frame here where the barrel sits, that can get really, really dirty because of the gunpowder. And down also, if you wear your firearm on your person quite often, like I do, I carry it every day, it's gonna get real dirty inside. Lint, skin, dirt, everything gets in there. So you wanna take your cloth and run it in there as well to clean it out very good. And so you actually can run it in there, run it all the way down, and get it real clean. Pretty basic. Now, the same way that you take your gun apart, you're gonna put it back together. But before we do that, we're gonna oil it, right? Now, let me say this. Do not use WD-40 on your gun because it's not a squeaky door, it is a firearm. Okay, so you want to use some lubricant oil. All different types that you can choose from. Now, anything that you see on your gun that's metal touches metal, you want to actually put some oil there. Especially if you don't shoot your gun all the time, you want to make sure you keep it oiled. And so I'm just going to take and put a little dab of oil on top of the metal on both sides, front, back, all the way where the rear sights go and where the front sights go as well. And then I'm going to put my frame back down. I'm going to do the same thing, kind of run some oil across the slide here. Don't want to put too much because you don't want it to get all gunked up. But just a little bit to be able to oil it. And then I'm going to put the slide back on the frame the same way I took it off. But this is the thing, you want to run the oil through your gun several times, okay? And so you want to run it through, maybe run your slide through to get the oil running through, back and forth. You probably couldn't notice because on this side of on my side, you couldn't see the lever pop back up itself when I push the slide back. But you want to run it through a few times and then you want to lock your slide open. And there you have it, a clean gun. Very, very simple. Again, for those of you that do not clean your own gun or don't know how, look us up. We will love to assist you in cleaning your gun and showing you the basic steps like we just did, very basic in this video. And you want to clean your gun. Let me throw this out. You want to clean your gun each time you shoot it, right? You don't want to have your firearm and just have it sitting and you never clean it. For those of you that buy a gun and you don't clean it, that's also not a good thing. You want to clean your firearm as soon as you buy it. And you want to, if you don't know how to clean your gun, they do have instruction manuals out with your firearm that you can look it up, and it'll show you exactly how to clean your gun as well. So just a few basic tips for you new gun shooters, or somebody that maybe had a gun for a while and you don't, utilize it, or you haven't taken the time to really see how to take care of your firearm. Basic tips, very simple, easy to do. Go and have some fun, shoot your gun tomorrow, and then catch this. Clean it when you get back home. All right, hope you enjoyed this video.